Blackheads are one of the most common forms of acne, and preventing them usually has much more to do with patience, consistency, and gentle daily habits than with harsh scrubbing or dramatic quick fixes. A blackhead forms when oil, dead skin cells, and debris collect inside a pore, and the surface of that clogged material is exposed to air, which makes it darken. So the main goal is to reduce buildup while keeping the skin barrier calm instead of irritated. A gentle routine is usually the most dependable routine. Wash your face with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water in the morning and again at night. And if you sweat heavily after exercise, yard work, or a long, humid day, it makes sense to cleanse afterward in a gentle way instead of letting sweat, oil, sunscreen, and residue sit on the skin for hours. What usually does not help is washing your face over and over throughout the day, rubbing hard with rough cloths, grinding gritty scrubs into the skin, or treating blackheads as if they were dirt that can simply be polished away with force. Too much friction often leaves the skin red, tight, and irritated while the clogged pores remain right where they were. It is also important not to squeeze, pinch, scrape, or try to dig out blackheads with fingernails or random tools at home because that can increase inflammation and may leave marks or scars that last much longer than the original problem. Choose skincare, sunscreen, makeup, and hair products that are labeled non-comedogenic, oil-free, or water-based when possible, because heavier oily products can worsen congestion. If you use waxes, pomades, or rich leave-in hair products, try to keep them away from the forehead, temples, and sides of the face because those areas often react badly to residue. Remove makeup completely before bed, change case, and try not to spend the whole day pressing your cheek into your hand while reading television. If your skin tolerates active ingredients, salicylic acid can help loosen dead skin and reduce pore buildup, and adapalene can also be useful because it helps prevent pores from clogging over time. But the wise approach: start slowly, use one main active product at a time, and stay steady rather than trying several strong products in one impatient weekend. A lightweight moisturizer can still help even if your skin is oily, because irritated, dehydrated skin often becomes harder to manage, and sunscreen matters too, especially if you use exfoliating or retinoid-type products. So, finding a comfortable, lightweight sunscreen is worth the effort. Improvement often takes time, so think of blackhead prevention as maintenance rather than battle. If your skin is easily irritated, less is often more. If a product consistently makes your skin feel greasy, sticky, itchy, or more congested, simplify your routine and give your skin time to settle. If you wear makeup often, fully removing it at night is a simple habit that can make a real difference over time. Calm, regular habits usually help more than dramatic bursts of effort. And if acne becomes painful, deep, widespread, or starts leaving scars or dark marks, it is much smarter to get help from a clinician than to keep improvising in frustration. Now that the sensible skin part is complete, let us leave the bathroom mirror behind and travel to a retirement community in the United States where nobody cared much about clogged pores, but everybody cared passionately about cinnamon rolls, porch gossip, and whether a grown man over 80 had any business wearing a paper crown in broad daylight. The place was called Maple Brook Village, a retirement community just outside Des Moines, Iowa, where the sidewalks were broad, the flower beds were over-disciplined, the mailboxes lined up like soldiers, and the main community hall smelled permanently of coffee, lemon cleaner, and baked things no one admitted to making, because modesty still had a strong union in the Midwest. The unofficial queen of Maple Brook was 76-year-old Beverly Carter, a retired school office manager with silver hair pinned neatly at the back, reading glasses on a chain, and the exact kind of expression that could make nonsense lose confidence halfway across a room. Her closest friend was 82-year-old Harold Boone, widower, former owner of a hardware and feed store, wearer of tan slacks and suspenders decorated with tiny tractors, and a man who believed there were only 3 reliable things in life: decent coffee, straight talk, and not trusting anything described as fun for the whole family without checking where the exits were. Their usual orbit included Loretta James, former beauty salon owner and sworn enemy of beige; Marvin Tate, retired accountant and guardian of all exact totals, correct change, and sharpened pencils; June Holloway, former church pianist and reigning monarch of pound cake; and Velma Pierce, who always claimed she hated commotion and then arrived at every commotion 20 minutes early with a folding fan and opinions. The youngest person in the room was Hannah, the activities director, 32 years old, kind, capable, and just inexperienced enough to believe that community newsletters were written by honest people with clear intentions. That illusion ended on a Tuesday morning in April, when Hannah came into the hall holding her phone with both hands and wearing the look of a woman who had clicked on something she now hoped was legally reversible. Beverly looked up from setting out paper cups and said, "Tell us now before my patience goes upstairs and changes clothes." Hannah swallowed. "I thought I registered us for reserved tables at the town's Spring Heritage breakfast." Harold lowered his newspaper. "That sentence sounds peaceful, which means it's hiding a weapon." Hannah turned the phone toward the table. Across the top, beneath cheerful bunting, a stack of pancakes, and a cartoon rooster in a bow tie, were the words, "Welcome, Maple Brook Village, to the grandparents' pancake pageant and breakfast court." There was silence so total it made the refrigerator hum sound accusatory. Loretta leaned in first. "The what court?" Hannah closed one eye as if praying through the damage. "The grandparents' pancake pageant," she said. "I thought it was a breakfast event where local seniors sat at decorated tables and maybe got recognized for community volunteering." Apparently, it is a live pageant-style competition where senior teams present themed pancake stacks, answer interview questions, and elect a breakfast court. Harold stared at the phone like it had insulted concrete. Marvin took off his glasses. June set down her mug. Velma let out one sharp laugh and then covered it with her hand, which was no use at all. "You entered retirees into a pancake pageant," Beverly said. "By mistake," Hannah replied. "A very thorough mistake. It got worse with every sentence." The town website had already posted that Maple Brook Village would compete as the featured senior team. Families had shared it. One granddaughter had commented, "Nana Bev better bring home a sash." The bakery had offered a sponsorship tray. The local radio station had written, "Seniors always dominate the interview round because they've already seen too much." The event coordinator had emailed asking whether Maple Brook preferred the rustic farmhouse backdrop or the golden griddle backdrop for the stage photos. "Can we cancel?" Beverly asked. Though her tone suggested she already knew the answer included public embarrassment and some woman saying absolutely no pressure while printing name placards at full speed. Hannah winced. The bracket is printed, the judges are assigned, the mayor's wife is hosting. They're very excited because older adults bring poise, wit, and breakfast authenticity. That sentence settled it. Nobody in Maple Brook actually wanted to stand on a decorated stage explaining pancakes under public lighting. No one had planned to smile politely while being scored on syrup presentation, but nobody wanted to be the retirement community that backed out after being publicly described as poised. "Absolutely not," said Loretta. "We are not letting this town think we're afraid of breakfast." "Or of pageants," June added. "Or of judges who have only known us for 5 minutes, Marvin said. Harold sighed the long sigh of a man who knew his day had now become educational in the worst possible way. "Fine," he said. "But if anyone tries to put glitter on a waffle, I'm going home." Within 20 minutes, the community hall had turned from ordinary coffee hour into emergency breakfast operations. Beverly became captain because she could look at 5 adults and turn them from opinions into function. Harold took logistics because he trusted neither hot plates, nor decorative table risers, nor microphones in the hands of amateurs. Marvin opened a legal pad and wrote pancake operations in block letters so stern they looked tax-deductible. Loretta seized styling and stage image because, if we are going to be ridiculous, we will at least be luminous. June took food command because pancakes are not jokes, they are chemistry. Velma took crowd reading because anybody who smiles too much at a pancake contest is hiding strategy. The rules were eventually printed and passed around. Each team needed one themed pancake display, one spokesperson for a short interview, and one court nominee who would stand for audience applause. Court nominee, Harold repeated. That is how breakfast becomes monarchy. The first crisis was deciding the theme. Suggestions poured out at once. Country sunrise, grandma's kitchen, Sunday supper, cornfield comfort. No, said Loretta to half of them. Those all sound like napkins. June, who had already begun thinking in batter ratios and practical glory, proposed something better. Why don't we stop trying to sound clever and just sound true, she said. The best pancakes anyone remembers are not fancy. They are the ones eaten in kitchens where somebody loved you enough to keep them warm. The room went quiet. Beverly looked at her. What would you call that? June shrugged. A place at the table. Nobody had to vote. It was right. The display would be simple and warm. A checked cloth, good plates, one syrup pitcher, fresh fruit, butter in a proper dish. Pancakes stacked high but not silly. No chocolate fountains, Harold said. If I see one, I'll report it on moral grounds. The next question was, who would handle the interview round? That answer was obvious before anyone said it, Beverly. She had the one quality pageant secretly need more than charm. She could answer nonsense in a way that made nonsense feel grateful to have been answered. The final question was the worst. Who would stand as Maple Brook's nominee for the breakfast court? Everyone looked immediately at Loretta, who looked at everyone with horror so theatrical it almost qualified as rehearsal. No, she said. Absolutely not. Yes, said Velma. You have pageant shoulders. That is not a phrase, Loretta protested. It is now, June replied, and frankly it fits. Rehearsals began that afternoon in the social hall. The pancake part was not really the problem. June had been quietly excellent at every breakfast food worth discussing for decades. The problem was everything around it. The display looked inviting but elevated, according to the which caused Harold to mutter that if pancakes needed elevation, then civilization had finally. Marvin priced out decorative fruit amounts with the seriousness of a military planner. Velma practiced asking fake pageant questions in the voice of someone who had never once trusted a county committee. What does community breakfast mean to you? How would you promote kindness? Why do pancakes bring people together? Beverly answered. The first three with such calm intelligence that Loretta said, You are going to win this whole embarrassing state. But the most comic challenge was Loretta's court walk. The coordinator had helpfully included a video tutorial showing nominees walking to center stage